Hi everybody, thanks for joining me today. Hope you are all well and safe. Still in lockdown in the UK, or just gone into lockdown actually. A little bit depressing, but soldiering on. Today I'm looking at realistic paint studio, and particularly the watercolor brushes. I've already looked at the oil painting and the sketching tools, links in the description below, but this is all about the watercolor. Really exciting stuff. Did I like it? Let's find out. I'm in Realistic Paint Studio. I'm going to create a new document, and today, the one I've been waiting for, I'm going to try the watercolor painting, and I think I'm going to use I kind of want to use this sketchbook, really. I know we're going to have a line down the middle of the painting. Or should I use... No, let's go with that one. I really want to use a sketchbook, but I'm going to go with this one. I don't want a line down the painting, really. I can't really see what these papers look like, but that middle one looks as though it's more like a very coarse texture, so I'm going to go with that. I've already done the oil painting tryout and the sketching drawing tryout, so videos are made for those. I'll put a link in the description, and I'm doing the same painting for every single method, the three types: the drawing, sketching, oil painting and watercolor. I'm going to use the same source photo for everyone. I've got a few tools along the bottom. You can, I can move them around. That's interesting. I'm using the sketching pencil, and I've got to sketch this out. Actually, you know what? I might use for this. I'm going to change the pencil, and I'm going to use the mechanical pencil because I don't want shading. I just want nice lines. I've got to move my coffee out of the way. It's in the way, and I suspect I've got to do this sketch again, so I'm going to fast forward this because I've already spent a full video doing a sketch, which you got to see in great detail. So this one, I'm just going to fast forward to the end of the sketching. Okay, that is the sketch done. Let's create a new layer. I wonder if I can lock the original layer. No, I can preserve the layer opacity, which that will do because it means that if I do paint on it, it'll only change the pencil line colour, so I needn't worry about it too much. Go on to my new layer. Let's have a look at the watercolors. Now, how do I get to the watercolors? How did I do it before? There is a way. Nope. Here we go. We've got across the top. Look, we've got a set of palettes. So that's the pencil one. What's this one? Oh, pen. I said in the second one there wasn't a pen option, and there is. And what's this? Cutting tools. There's way more than I thought was in there. This is the Watercolor Brushes, I believe. Okay. Right, so Watercolor Brushes. Let's change this. I maybe need to choose one. There we go. Once I choose the brush, the palette's selected for me. I'm guessing that's a big wash brush. Let's quickly go through them all and just see what they do. I'm on a new layer. I'll choose a light blue. That's kind of a light pressure, gives you lots of colour, but a thin line. So that's quite nice. That could work. The second one. That just looks like it's water brush, just to soften off edges. Okay. I'll try and remember what these are. The third one, that looks like it might be for detail. Yeah, like a rigger, really. Let's go back to that second one because I may have been just putting like white. No, it is a blender. I just wanted to make sure that was a blender. The fourth one, this looks like a great big mop. That kind of, that's nice. That with the second one. Now we could blend off edges. With the big mop, yeah, you still get heavy colour even with a light touch. Let's just clear this layer. And a bit messy. That might be better just for putting in detail around buildings, I'm thinking. What's this one do? That could be nice for so every pressure you get lots of paint on, and then lighten that pressure up, you can blend it away, and that might be quite nice. The sky. Okay. This one. More like a dry brush. You can almost lift out with that. That could be useful. Could be useful around sort of buildings, like where you want a bit of an odd edge and washed away, like sort of like that. Maybe. I'm never going to remember what these all do. Again, this is more of a softener. You can sort of really, more like an eraser actually. Feels like an eraser rather than a softener. Not massively fond of that brush. Ah, and there's some dry brush work. Oh, that's cool. Maybe. And the final one, what can this be for? Just really fine lines. Looks a bit mechanical. I think I preferred, I can't even remember which one it was now. Was it this one? Yeah, that to me looks more watercolour like than those fine lines. I like the way you paint into it. It sort of takes the colour. So they're blending together, mixing together. That's nice. And last but not least, I've got this little thing here. It's not last at all, actually. We've got a few other things. And I know what this does. You can add splashes. So you touch the blue, you get a splash of blue. You touch the red, you get a splash of red. So if I do it on the pencil, am I going to get like a grey? No. Oh, it's on a different layer. Okay. Splashes. And then we've got salt, which is going to be like your Christmas effects. I could try this out on here, look, to see what it looks like, by the way. Or you can watch a little video showing you what it does. So, come on here and add some snow. Might want to use it to put some autumnal colour. Oh no, it's not going to put colour in, is it? Because it's salt and it just lifts the existing pigment away. So it sort of draws it in. Then we've got, I guess, a sponge. Lifts out everything that's under it. So kind of a very soft eraser. Tissue paper. I'm expecting this is going to like lift off some of the colour, but not all of it. Yeah, there we go. It leaves a bit of a stain and you can smudge with it a little bit. That could be quite useful. And then erasers. So I'll just try that one. Let's see what that does. That's quite nice because it gives you textured thing. Right, okay. Clear this and try and remember what brushes I've picked. Okay, so I've had a little explore and I've put a few brushes at the bottom. I've had a tidy up of my palette at the bottom of tools. Notice I've added these sort of cutting out tools. I said earlier that you couldn't cut out, and in actual fact you can. If I choose, say, this painting brush and put some colour there, and put some colour there, I can use this tool, this knife, to draw around that, and then this sort of calipers that I can use to move them and resize. So I got that completely wrong. You have got those features, and you find them in the palettes at the top. If we move along, we've got the pencils, and at this end, right at this end, we've got these drawing tool, cutting out tools. I suppose they're like technical draftsman type tools, or crafter's tools, really, I suppose. And there's a ruler and one or two other things. So I've added them at the bottom to make it easy to cut and paste. I just thought I'd show you that because I said earlier that you couldn't do that, and you can. So I've just popped that in, and then I've stuck a few brushes at the bottom there. So now I'm ready to paint. So let's just click on the cross there, clear that layer. And I've also discovered that if you've got, say, oil brushes, but you're in the watercolor mode, you can't select those brushes at all. You can only select the tools that are available within the medium you're working with. So I kind of want this brush. I like this sort of nylon tip brush, and I want a kind of a bluey grey colour. And I'm going to try and be a bit radical. Maybe a bit grayer than that. Yeah, that's a bit more like it. With what I'm doing, There we go. It's because I want to choose a few different brushes to get. No, that's not. That's a blending brush. That one, is that what I wanted? That's no. That's not it. Is it this one? No. I've not got it there. Hang on. Let's just step back. There we go. This is the brush I want. This one, I'm actually going to, I think I'm going to add that to the palette. There we go. Because I want to put in some of these effects that Realistic Paint have gone to the trouble to making for us. Thought it'd be nice to kind of use those a little bit more. Take the odd eraser. I'm kind of working blind a bit here. This reminds me a little bit of the John Blockley thing I was doing a while back in the Critter. There we go. I think I'm going to leave that like that. Leave that splash there. See what we come up with. Now I want this brush, this nylon brush. Let's get some green. Blue green perhaps. And darker. That's it. And get this colour in. Let them blend in and just smaller. Yellow green down this side. Use this brush again. That's interesting. I didn't want to do that. That's not the colour I want. Let's come a bit. Yeah, I like that. I'm just playing around, really. Just experimenting with these brushes. Letting those colours merge together like that, look. And blue-green, dark blue-green. Vibrant watercolour. As big as a brush will go, yeah. Using this brush, I like this sort of funky brush that does weird things. Take the eraser, hard eraser, lift out some of these trees or tree trunks. This would be like scratching in with a knife. Like it. Yeah. I think this is the key, you know, putting your brushes down here. So So you can just click on them, you've instantly got access to them. Using the Alt key to pick colours up a bit sharpish there. Let's get some of this water in. Oh, I like that. I like that. Look how nice that looks. Really fresh. I don't know how much of this. I'm going to try and get a burnt sienna colour. Just for the corner of these buildings like that. Then use that eraser just to tidy up a little bit. A little bit around the boat. Maybe just take that away. Wow. I'm liking it. I like this. Let's have a new layer. Because I want to use this sort of blue colour again. Pop that on the roof. Hang on. Sort of like that. And like that. Like that. Then I can use the eraser. There we go. Nice. I am going to be really reserved with the red, I think. That just define that boat a bit there. Let's see what we can do. Let's have another layer. I like creating layers because I can get a colour on like that. I might use this brush just to splash it around a bit and then take the eraser. Just to tidy that up, and I can also kind of like that do that. Do I like this splashing? I could take that blending brush, just take it down a bit and blend that out like that. I don't know. Don't know. Where's that blending brush gone? Here. No, I'm going to take that out. I think I like the way it bleeds in a little bit there. I think I'm going to leave that. And then what I want to do then, put this sort of shadow in, so that's another layer. Oh, yeah, let's create another layer. And then just paint the same thing in again. Maybe darker. And use the eraser. Just to take out what I don't want. Side of the I think it's there. Let's just take out the door. The front of the boat. What I could do now is just put the alpha lock on this one by preserving the preserved layer opacity. So that means that I can choose a blue, say, choose that brush and just pop a bit of blue in there just to define that shadow a bit more. I could do the same on the layer below it. I could preserve the layer opacity, and is it on that layer? I don't. It might be on the layer below that. Yeah, it is. I'm on the wrong layer. Let's preserve the layer opacity of that one. And just make that a bit darker as well. And I could change this red, I suppose. Just by doing that. Yeah, that gets rid of the red that was on there, which is quite nice. Back to this brush. Let's choose this green, fairly small brush, I think. And have I got a brush selected? Yeah. Oh, hang on. Let's come to the top and just create a new layer. Put a fair bit of colour on there, I suppose. Choose the eraser. Yeah, just this. I just find this by far the easiest way of getting nice sharp edges, to be honest. I like that for the narrowboat. Just chisel like that. There. Do I need to do much over here? I'm not sure as if I do. Maybe a splash of colour on that boat. A little bit of tidying up. I think I'll do. I don't want much detail over there at all. I can just pop in a bit of a wrong colour there. Just pop in those windows like that, and then tidy up around them. There we are. You know what? I think that's it. I could possibly just take the eraser really small and on that bottom layer put a few more branches. I like the white of that building. I'm going to leave that as it is. I like the water. I don't want it fussy. I could take an eraser and sort of merge all these layers down. Let's just get them all onto one layer. I can put in a few lines like that maybe, just for the bit of defining the water perhaps. Or is this, where's the rigger gone? I think I need to choose the brush. I think it's this one. Yeah, that one. I choose white paint. Get it nice and small. That to me looks a bit more natural. Oh, I've just had a thought actually. What about if I try the sponge? What's the biggest size I can get the sponge, or the smallest size? No, that's not doing it. That's too subtle. Or maybe the soft eraser. Let's try that. That's too soft. I kind of want maybe this one. That might work. A bit bigger brush. Oh, I like that. You know, to get straight lines, I could use this rule. It's cheating. It's in the wrong place. You know, that's... You know, look how mechanical that looks. That's so bad. That's why I never use rules. It just looks like I've used a rule. Oh, do I have to... Oh, look, it's... You don't even need the rule. Wherever you go. That's interesting. Let's go back to the brush then. How do I get rid of the rule? Okay. How do I get rid of the rule? Do I just click on the rule? Yeah, okay, it's gone. Yeah, you got to have that kind of organic thing going off. That's it. I like that. Right, let's get it signed. There we are. Whew. A watercolor using Realistic Paint Studio. Let's get this exported by clicking on the camera. I can create myself a nice little thumbnail. Gives me these options to choose from, and the one that I like, because I've already had a look at these. I'll be honest with you, this is the second nice cup of tea going off there. This is the second watercolor painting I did. The first one crashed and burned miserably, and I thought, I know this app can do better, and it was just me getting used to the brushes. So this is the second go, and I quite like. Shall I do that? Shall I export that? Let's have a quick look, see what else we've got. That's nice too. don't like. Why would you use a compass? This okay, but I don't like it being like head on. That's all right as well. I think I like the first one best. Is this going to just go around in a circle back to the original? Let's find out. Yeah, that's the one I like. Let's get that exported then. So, what do I think to the watercolor brushes? After having the first go with them, I was like, not overly impressed, and I thought, yeah, they're all right. They're not brilliant. I'm just putting a few of these little splashes in because I want you to see. That's enough, isn't it? I'll just put them two in. And then I thought, I'm going about this wrong. I'm trying to paint it the way I use brushes in other apps like Critter and so on. I thought I've got to try and use the brushes the way that I demoed them at the beginning when I just went through them all. So that's when I started to mix it up a bit. And I knew that I liked this nylon tip brush. This brush was great for getting these colours in around the for the trees and that, and I could get nice bold strong colours in, which I really liked. And I knew I wanted to use this weird brush, I think it was this one, that put in all of this texture. So by using them early on and muting the colour on the narrow boat, I think I've got a really nice little watercolour there. And I'm really impressed again with the watercolours. They're really nice. So a thumbs up for that as well. And I've now discovered that I can, there's more features in the app than I thought there was initially, because I can crop objects and move them around a bit, which not essential, but nice to have, I guess. Nice to have. So yeah, that's cool. There's some pen brushes as well, but you have to buy them extra. I'll quickly show you them. I think it's those. Yeah, they're not available in the trial, so I don't know if they're available when you buy the full version. There's two versions. There's one for $19 and one for $25. And the $25 says you get additional brushes and paper. So maybe that's only available in the extra purchase. Don't like that idea. You know, if I buy a program, I want to get everything. Oh, but we get one inking brush. Do we? No, it says buy. Yeah, they're not available. So there we go. That's it. I like the watercolour. That's all I've really got to say. I hope you have liked this video. If you have, a big thumbs up as always is much appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, because I've got lots of videos like this and I would love to be sharing them with you. So don't forget, everybody, stay safe, stay sane, and keep painting. And hopefully, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.